Hi everyone, so it is time for my monthly favorites video. So I'm going to show you some of my favorites for the month of January, and I can't believe it's February already. This whole month just went by really fast, but it was a really good month, a really good start to the year, and I hope you guys had an excellent start to the year also. So I'm just going to get started. I have some beauty related stuff and some non-beauty related stuff just for fun. I'm not really sure where to start, so I guess I'll start with the most obvious change for me in January, and that is my hair. I cut my hair a couple weeks into January and I have been loving it ever since. Sometimes I wake up if I'm having like a bad hair day and I'm like, why did I do this? But overall I'm really happy with my hair, how it turned out. I'm actually even considering maintaining it at this length because I've just been really enjoying it. Moving on to my eyebrows, and I have always been blessed, I guess, with really thick eyebrows. I remember in elementary school I used to get teased because people would say like I had caterpillars on my face, but I have always loved them and the teasing has never ever bothered me. Anyway, so the reason for that tangent is that I've always had really thick eyebrows, but lately I've been noticing that they've been a little bit sparse. So I found this eyebrow duo in my makeup collection. It's from The Body Shop, and I didn't even know I had this, to be honest, because I never ever used to fill in my eyebrows. But lately, because I've been noticing that they've been a little bit sparse, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try, and I've been really loving it. I probably overdo my eyebrows because I just have so much fun filling in my eyebrows. It's not even funny. So what I've been using is this duo from The Body Shop. It's just called the Brow and Liner Kit, and it's a number 3 because it has like a dark gray charcoal shade and then like a brown shade. And yeah, I've been really loving this. I lost the brush that comes with it, so what I've actually been using to apply it, it's gonna be so strange, but it's actually a paintbrush. I got this from Michaels and it's the brand Royal and Langnickel, and it's just the number 1 round essentials brush, I guess. I don't know. It's basically a paintbrush, but I really like it because the bristles on this are just the right flexibility and stiffness that it just feels really nice, and I feel like I have a lot of control when I'm drawing in my eyebrows. So I've been really obsessed with this combination, and I don't know if it's because it feels like I'm painting with this, but I just have way too much fun filling in my eyebrows. Next thing is my under eye concealing combination, and I've mentioned this many times in many videos, I feel like, but it's the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller in medium and the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector in number 2. These two I think just work wonders for my under eyes. The corrector really diffuses the darkness under my eyes, and the Skin Renew really brightens under the eyes, and I just love these two together. And I've also been topping this with the Bare Minerals Bare Essentials Well Rested for the eyes. I first got this a little over a year ago and I really loved it, but then I stopped using it because I moved on to a different under eye routine, and this didn't really work well with the concealer that I was previously using. But now that I'm using these two again, I thought I would give it a try, and this just really seals the deal for me. Like, these three together make my under eye circles look unapparent. Moving on to some lipsticks that I've been really loving. The first one is a Burberry Lip Velvet, and this is a number 306 Pink Amber, and this is actually a little sample size that I got with a gift with purchase. So I'm definitely going to be picking up the full size of this because I love the color, but also I love the lip velvet line in general. This isn't completely matte, but I like that. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. I guess that's where the velvet part comes in. And this lasts so long on my lips. Like, I'll put it on in the morning and by the afternoon I still can see it on my lips, which is very rare for most lip products that I have. So I'm really loving this. I love the color also. Next are the Vaseline Lip Therapies, and these are in the cutest packaging ever. They're basically little replicas of the big Vaseline jars. They have the exact same texture as the regular Vaselines, if not a little bit thicker. And there's also two different kinds. There's like the original, which is basically Vaseline in a little tube, and also cocoa butter, which I think is my favorite because it smells really good. They are really moisturizing on the lips, at least for me. I find that as soon as I put it on, my lips just feel instantly better. I also like to use these at night. Typically I would use my Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream, but lately I've been using this and it just makes my lips feel really moisturized throughout the night and I don't feel like they're really dry when I wake up. Moving right along to a blush that I've been really enjoying lately. It's from Revlon. It's the Photo Ready Coral Reef Cream Blush. And I'm not sure if this is still available in stores. I'm pretty sure it was limited edition, but I got all 3 of the colors that was part of the collection, and this is, I think, my favorite. And it's just a really bright, vibrant coral, but if you just apply a little bit, you can just get a really nice natural flush, or if you're going for something a little bit more dramatic, you can always layer it. They just offer a really nice natural glow on my skin. They're really easy to blend. They last so long. I first got these in the summer or the end of the summer, and while I really like them, I didn't like them as much as I do right now, and I think it's because it's winter now and my skin is a little bit less oily than it was in the summer, and this holds up a lot better on my skin, and I just feel like it sits a lot better on my skin than it did before, so I've been really enjoying these blushes. Next is a bronzer that I've been really enjoying lately. It is from Tarte and it's the Park Avenue Princess. I know a lot of people really like this bronzer and I've never tried it before until just recently, and I've actually had this since this last summer, but I didn't actually start using it until halfway through this month, and I really like it. It reminds me a lot of the NARS Laguna. It's almost the very same to me, actually. This might be a tad darker than NARS Laguna, but to me they run in the same family. Like, they have the same kind of shade to them and they have the same kind of shimmery sheen to them. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this, and I don't necessarily use it to contour. I basically just apply it for a really nice kind of warm glow to my skin before I apply blush. I'm not sure what the price point on this bronzer is because this is just like a mini version of it that I got in like a duo, a Tarte duo. So I don't know if it's less expensive than NARS Laguna, but if it is, I would highly recommend that if you don't want to go out and purchase NARS Laguna because they're very similar. Moving on to a top coat that I've been really loving. This is from Sally Hansen. It's the Insta-Dri Anti-Chip Top Coat, and I've been really enjoying this. I ran out of my Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat, which is probably my most favorite top coat of all time, but this is a strong contender of the moment because this is more accessible, obviously, and it just works really well. I find that it dries fairly quickly, and also I think it does prevent my nails from chipping because I did my nails before I went on my holiday and I used an Essie polish. I think it was either Fiji or Neo Whimsical, I can't remember, but one of those 2 polishes, and for me, Essie nail polishes chip the quickest on my nails for some reason. I love the Essie polishes because I really love cream formulas, but they chip so easily. But I used this and then I went on holiday, and throughout the entire time I was away, my nails didn't chip once, which is really amazing because I feel like my nails chip maybe like a day, if not like an hour after I put them on, because I'm really not very careful with my nails. So yeah, the only reason that I can think of that my nails didn't chip is because of this top coat, because that's really the only thing different that I did. Next is a hair thing that I've been loving. It's from Living Proof. It's the Prime Style Extender. So this is basically a primer for your hair, which sounds really absurd when you think about it, but this stuff works. Like, I don't know what's in it or how it's made, but it works really well for me. I feel like this holds the style of my hair very well. So when I wash my hair, I towel dry it a little bit and then I usually let it air dry. And if I don't use this by the next morning, my hair is all like disheveled and flyaway pieces everywhere, especially now that I have shorter hair. But when I do use this, I feel like my hair stays in somewhat the same style that it was the previous day. So I just really love this, and I actually did pick up the full size. I just got it actually because I got it from Sephora online, so I'll be doing a little bit of a haul after this video. The last beauty related thing is this Clean and Clear product. It's the Persogel 5, and this is basically a benzoyl peroxide cream. So while I was on my holiday, I got the hugest zit right here. Like, it took up pretty much half the space between my eyebrows. It was also just under the skin, so it was basically a big red bump just right here in the middle of my face, and I didn't have anything to treat it with, obviously, because I wasn't expecting to break out so bad while I was on holiday. So I didn't touch it at all on my holiday for the rest of my holiday because I didn't want it to like erupt, and I didn't have anything to treat it with. So when I got home, I immediately put a generous amount of this on the acne spot, and you can't even tell that I even have it now because after about 4 days it just completely disappeared. I absolutely love this. Benzoyl peroxide works really well with my skin. I basically use this and my Mario Badescu drying cream, and what I do sometimes is I'll put a layer of this on wherever I have an acne spot. I'll wait for like an hour for it to dry and absorb, and then I will top it with a layer of my drying cream, and just by the next morning my skin looks tons better. Okay, so I only have 3 more things to share with you, and they're non-beauty related, and the first thing is the stainless steel Sharpie pen. Now, I use this pen solely for my new Moleskine planner because while I was on holiday, I accidentally dropped my planner in a fountain, like legit in a fountain. So obviously I had to get a new one because it was no salvaging it. I didn't even notice right away when it fell in, so it was just floating around in there for a good minute, I want to say, and all the pages got really soggy and like the pen ink was all... Anyway, so it was not a pretty sight and it broke my heart a little bit. So when I got back, I picked up a new planner and also picked up a new pen to write in it. And I really, really love this pen. The pen that I was using originally to write in my Moleskine planner was from Cross, and while I do like it, I wanted to switch to something that had more of a felt tip to it because I kind of like that look a little bit better. So I saw this one, and I had never used to like Sharpie pens because they weren't designed right. Like, they felt really scratchy on the paper and they would seep through the page. But this one is really, really nice. I love their redesigned pens. I think they're redesigned because they're a lot better than they were when they first came out a couple years ago. If you haven't noticed through this whole rant about a pen, I'm a little bit of a pen snob, or a stationery snob. I am obsessed with pens and stationery and all that jazz. Is probably something you didn't know about me. Yeah, so this is a really, really nice pen, and obviously I couldn't just get the regular Sharpie pen. I had to get the stainless steel Sharpie pen to match my stainless steel Sharpie. So the last 2 things are food related, and the first one are these gummies. So these are vitamin gummies actually, and I have been told by my doctor that I should always take vitamins, but I don't like just the regular Centrum vitamins. Like, I don't like the pill forms, and so when I saw these at Costco, I had to have them. They're basically gummies, but they're good for you because they have a lot of vitamin supplements in them, and these taste so good. They actually taste like those real fruit gummies, if you've ever had those. They taste exactly like that, which is a good thing and a bad thing because they're really delicious, but you're only supposed to eat 1 a day, and sometimes I kind of forget that these are vitamins, so I'm tempted, always tempted to have like a few, which is not good for you because you're only supposed to take 1 of these a day. So the last thing that I want to share with you guys are these salt and vinegar chips from Oishi. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I got these at TNT, which is an Asian grocery store, and these are my favorite salt and vinegar chips of all time. Like, I'm obsessed with salt and vinegar, like anything salt and vinegar, but these are definitely at the top of my list because they're so good. I first tried these when I was in the Philippines, and I've been like addicted to them ever since, so I was really happy that I could find them here in Canada. So you can basically find this at any like Asian grocery store. So I found it at TNT, like I said, but I've also seen them at Oceans and also in Chinatown at like those independent grocers. These are really delicious, and if you like salt and vinegar chips, you'll really love these, but they are a little bit stronger than just regular salt and vinegar chips, so if you don't like something that's really, really vinegary and tangy and kind of spicy almost, you're probably not going to like this, but I really, really love these and I'm like addicted to them. Those were my favorites for the month of January, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Please let me know what you've been loving this past month, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!